Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again. In today's video, I will solve an exercise for you all in which you will have to identify the sentences whether they are transitive or intransitive. In my previous video, I have covered different types of verbs, transitive, intransitive verbs. So in today's video, you will have to identify whether the sentences are transitive or intransitive one. Transitive verbs are those verbs which require an object to complete its meaning, whereas intransitive verbs are those verbs which do not require an object to complete its meaning. Let us take the first sentence. Mark is writing a letter. Mark is writing a letter. Now see whether this sentence is transitive or intransitive, that you will have to identify. Mark is the subject in the sentence. Mark is the subject. Subject meaning the doer of the action, the one who is doing the action. Subject. Writing is the verb in the sentence. Mark is the subject, writing is the verb. And what is he writing? He is writing a letter. Letter is the object. Okay. When the subject is acting on the object receives an action being done by the subject. Mark is writing a letter. What is Mark writing? A letter. When you get this answer, what or whom, two questions you will have to ask in order to identify whether the sentence is intransitive or intransitive. One is what and the other one is whom. Okay. So when we are asking this question, what is Mark writing? A letter. So letter is the object in the sentence. Since there is subject, verb and object, this sentence is in transitive. So let us write it. This sentence is transitive. Transitive one. If there is no object, only subject and verb, then the sentence is in intransitive. Okay. Second one, Sania is sleeping. Sania is the subject. Sania, let us write Sania as subject. Sleeping is the verb. Sania is sleeping. There is no object in the sentence. Sania is sleeping. Okay. This is verb and there is no object. Since there is no object in the sentence, this type of sentence, when there is no object, only subject and verb, then it is intransitive sentence. Intransitive sentence, there is no need of an object. The meaning is clear by itself. Sania is sleeping. Third sentence, barking dogs do not bite. Barking dogs is the subject. Barking dogs is the subject. Barking dogs do not bite. Verb. Again, there is no object. There is no object. Whom do barking dogs bite? It is not mentioned. Okay. There is no object in the sentence. So this type of verb, bite, is intransitive again. Transitive, since there is no object in it. Okay. Only subject plus verb, it is intransitive. Subject plus verb plus object, transitive. Okay. And subject plus verb, intransitive. Archana cried in grief. Archana cried in grief. Archana is the subject. Archana is the subject. She cried. Cried is the verb. She cried in grief, in her sadness. If you ask this question, what, whom, we don't get the answer. So, and there is no object here in the sentence. So, this type of verb, cried, is again intransitive verb. Intransitive verb, since there is no object, subject plus verb. Subject plus verb, intransitive. Subject plus verb plus object, transitive. Then Gurpreet Singh is playing football. Gurpreet Singh is the subject. Gurpreet Singh. Gurpreet Singh is the subject. Is playing. Playing is the verb. Football is an auxiliary verb. Playing is the main verb. What is Gurpreet Singh playing?
Oh.
Football. We get answer football. This is the object. So this type of verb which has got subject plus verb plus object, it is transitive. Transitive verb. There is also a detransitive verb. Detransitive verb has got two objects. That also, this I am telling you all for your information. For example, see, detransitive verb, these are transitive and intransitive, and detransitive verb, detransitive verbs have two objects in it. Two objects. For example, you see there are two objects. One is direct object. This is direct object. Okay, see, Mark is writing a letter. This is direct object. In detransitive verbs, there are two objects. One is direct object, another one is indirect object. See example, Jan is giving me an apple. Jane is giving me an apple. Which are the two objects we will see in the sentence? Jane is the subject, giving is the verb, apple is the direct object. Me, giving me is indirect object. In the sentence, see, Jane is giving me an apple. Indirect, me indirect object, apple direct object, giving me an apple. So this type of sentence which has got two objects, one is indirect and another one is direct object, this type of verbs, this type of sentence which has two objects, they are called as detransitive verbs. Giving is the detransitive verb in the sentence. See the order: subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. Okay. So let us take another sentence on this. David is buying Jane a ring. Second sentence you see. David is buying Jane a ring. Ring. Again this sentence buying is detransitive verb because it has got two objects. See the order: David is the subject, buying is the verb, Jane is indirect object. David is buying what? A ring, direct object. So there are two objects, indirect object plus direct object. See the order: subject plus verb plus indirect object plus direct object. So the sentence is detransitive. Okay, this verb buying is detransitive verb. Okay, this I have explained for your information. So with this we have completed the exercise. So to conclude, once again I am telling you all what is intransitive verb. How you will identify whether the verb is transitive or intransitive is you will have to ask a question, what and whom, and if you get the answer then the verb is transitive. If you don't get the answer, if there is no answer, then the verb is intransitive. Okay, and see the order of the sentence: subject plus verb plus object, transitive verb, subject plus verb, intransitive verb. Okay, and detransitive verb, it has got two objects for it. And what is the order? Subject plus verb plus indirect object and direct object. I hope you have understood this. If you have liked my video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching my video.